So this bait here is actually the ripple fly, and this one here is beat up because I was catching a ton of fish on this. But basically it looks like this. So this is a dragonfly, which I call the ripple fly. It's basically designed off of the ripple stick. You can kind of see that body, but we made it 3.7 inches long. And man, when I tell you, this is next level fishing when it comes to top water fishing, because bass, when they typically see a frog, they are aggressive, but you get a lot of missed strikes with frogs. The bass will dive out of the water trying to hit this dragonfly. And we do use a floating plastic, but of course once you throw a hook in there, it does sink really slow. This is really buoyant plastic, and when I tell you, it's so hard for me not to put this bait on even when I know top water is not going, because it's just a fun bait to fish. These here are actually custom colors that I did for a customer, but of course when I make them for a customer, I keep some for myself. And again, you can see how beat up this one is. The bass really get out there and hammer this bait. So I like to fish it on a 2-aught, either Gamakatsu or owner or whatever type of hook you want to use, but I like to use a 2-aught. My description on my website may say a 1-aught because it's a little bit easier to hook with a 1-aught, but I have a specific technique that I like to use when I'm using a 2, and it works perfectly fine for me. Like literally, it is such an aggressive bite when it comes to this bait. This is one you definitely want to have in your bag. So when you're out fishing and you see bass slightly touching the surface, is because they're eating dragonflies. And then every once in a while you'll see a huge aggressive strike, and it's because they're eating dragonflies. It is not too common that you will see frogs out in the middle of the water or fishing on flats. So again, this is the bait that you want to have if you're fishing, you know, 3 to 6 foot of water. You got grass kind of coming up to the top, different pockets. Those bass will be sitting in that stuff, and when they see a bright white dragonfly, or this black and white one here, or even as bright as this pink one here that I designed for a customer, they will get extremely aggressive, and they will catapult out of that water from 6 feet deep trying to eat this big dragonfly, you know. So this is one of those baits that you definitely should get in your bag. I say the pros about it is they come 6 in a pack. The price is $325 right now. We got a sale going for the rest of the summer, and again, you can fish it all day. And again, you see how beat up this is, and if I really want to, all I gotta do is rip this wing off right here and keep going. Just have 2 wings, you know. But again, this is the ripple fly, and this is probably one of my favorite baits in my bag. Just one.